Snickers, Martino, Nicholas, and Nugget are mini horses living large on Cape Cod. They're well-groomed, well-fed, and well-exercised when they feel like it.
And then they turn into you because they don't want to do anything.
Owner Karen Tosh forgives a little laziness. These guys had hard times before she brought them to Truro.
I think Snickers was part of a dismantled petting zoo. Martino was part of a breeding operation.
All abandoned, they all ended up at auction.
People can't afford them, people move away.
And if there's no buyer at auction, where do they go?
The kill buyers pay pennies on the pound, and that's the end of the line. We found out that 10,000 horses a month go to slaughter.
Karen and her husband Tracy decided to form a nonprofit, Auction Rescues, focused on miniature horses because their size makes them easier to keep right at home.
They were loading them on the truck to take him to the next auction or to slaughter. So I took him, so I named him in the nick of time, Nicholas.
Nicholas is a dwarf mini.
Want to say hi to Nugget?
They originally evolved because of a mutation, and then somebody thought, well, this is really cute. Let's just try to breed more. Let's try to keep breeding for this smallness. Go, go, go.
All that breeding just adding to the overpopulation, a problem that impacts horses of all sizes and skills.
People breed quarter horses, which is kind of America's horse. Breed them constantly. There's a lot of thoroughbreds who raced and won money, and they're still discarded.
Karen does caution that adopting a horse is not a decision to make lightly, but it is a rewarding one.
It's so peaceful to be around them.
How much do they eat?
They eat 6 pounds of hay a day. When the vet shows up, it's an expense. When the farrier shows up, that's an expense. And they live 30 years, so it's a lifetime commitment.
One Karen and Tracy have made many times over, saving 8 mini horses. Karen wishes the number was higher.
If I can save 8 or 10 a year, what difference does that make? But I think it makes a lot of difference to Nicholas and Nugget and Martino and Snickers that they were saved.
Saving animals of a much larger scale is the aim of this operation at the Provincetown office of the Center for Coastal Studies.
We're trying to get sightings IDs.
Amy James is monitoring an aerial population survey of North Atlantic right whales. The dots on her screen indicate the position of the center's plane.
So we're flying up across Stellwagen.
Stellwagen Bank, the National Marine Sanctuary just off Cape Cod, has long attracted whales of all kinds with its bounty of plankton.
Along this inner area, the right whales have found their concentrations of food.
Senior scientist Charles Stormy Mayo says the center is focused on the rare right whales because their already low numbers are dropping dramatically.
The birth rate is down and the mortality rate is up. It's not a good situation.
In all the world, Mayo estimates there are fewer than 430 of the whales left.
Half of them in the world may be in Cape Cod waters.
While they're here, researchers are learning what they can. Much about the mammal remains a mystery.
They are not your regular whale, to be sure. And they go places and do things in ways that no one in science really understands.
To protect them, the Center for Coastal Studies is trying to raise $100,000.
Funds to fly our aircraft further out into unknown areas. We don't know where they concentrate, and we don't know what they're doing there and how long they're there. And to protect them, we really need to understand that.
Mayo feels it's a matter of human obligation.
We have to search our souls in some respects to say why we don't want extinction. Extinction of animals these days is happening faster by orders of magnitude. We're responsible. So I think that is the main reason we pay attention to it.
And the current North Atlantic right whale population recently dropped to roughly 400. On the plus side, 7 new calves have been recorded so far this season. Well, don't call them coyotes, call them coywolves.